New at 5:30, the Bakersfield Fire Department has released the tape of a dramatic 911 call. You can hear a dispatcher begging a nurse to perform CPR on a woman who collapsed.
That nurse refused, citing a policy at one of Kern's most prestigious retirement communities that forbids employees from even trying to perform CPR. The patient died, did not have a do not resuscitate order. 17's Kelsey Thomas has been working on this story for 2 days. She joins us now with what she's discovered so far.
Jim, in the 7-minute call, you hear Tracy Halverson, the dispatcher, repeatedly plead with the Glenwood Gardens nurse to start CPR. The nurse repeatedly refuses, even when Halverson tells her the patient will die without help. She asks the nurse to find anyone, a passerby or a gardener who will help. The nurse refuses. It's all part of Glenwood Gardens' policy against CPR.
Fire Department, what's the address for your emergency, please?
Yes, we need someone out at Glenwood Gardens as soon as possible. There's a lady that looks like she fainted or had a heart problem.
What is the address?
It's 11:07 Tuesday morning. 87-year-old Lorraine Bayless has collapsed in the dining room at Glenwood Gardens. She's unconscious and barely breathing. Fire and ambulance crews are on the way. It takes about 4 minutes of question and answer for Tracy Halverson, the dispatcher, to assess the situation.
We need to get CPR started. That's not enough. Okay.
Yeah, we can't do CPR.
Okay, then hand the phone to the passerby. If you can't do it, I need to hand it to the passerby. I'll have her do it. Or if you've got any citizens there, I'll have them.
No.
Anybody there can do CPR. Give them the phone, please. I understand if your facility is not willing to do that, give the phone to that passerby, that stranger that had that dent. This woman's not breathing enough. She's going to die if we don't get this started. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay.
I am a nurse, but I cannot have our other senior citizens who don't know CPR.
I will instruct them in
We're in a dining room.
I will instruct them. Is there anyone there who's willing? Okay. I don't understand why you're not willing to help this patient.
I am.
Okay, great. Then I'll walk you through it all. EMS takes the liability for this, Colleen. I'm happy to help you. Okay. This is EMS protocol. Okay.
Yeah, right away. I don't know where he is, but she's yelling at me and saying that we have to have one of our other residents perform CPR and so instruct, and I'm not going to do that. And make that call.
Colleen, is there anybody that works there that's willing to do it?
We can't.
Are we just going to wait? We're going to let this lady die?
Well, that's why we're calling 911.
We can't wait. She can't wait right now. She is stopping breathing. She can't wait for them to get there.
A little more than 5 minutes into the call, Bayless remains untouched, barely breathing on the dining room floor.
He's saying we don't, so you can talk to my boss, and I'm...
Okay.
I don't know.
They're refusing CPR. They're going to let her die. By the facility, yeah.
When will the fire department be here? When will the...
They're coming as quick. They've been on the way all this time, but we can't wait. This lady's going to die.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, if you get any stranger that happens to walk by that's willing to help, I understand if your boss is telling you can't do it.
Yeah.
But if there's any, as a human being, is there anybody that's willing to help this lady and not let her die?
Not at this time.
A little more than 7 minutes after Glenwood Gardens dialed 911, Bayless is taken in an ambulance to Mercy Hospital Southwest, where she later died. We went to Glenwood Gardens yesterday and asked why the staff refused to even try to resuscitate Bayless. Jeffrey Toomer, the executive director, told me it is the policy of Glenwood Gardens that staff does not attempt CPR. He said the policy is in place because it's not a nursing facility, it's an independent living facility, and there are no nurses on staff to provide assistance, and residents are made aware of this when they move into the building. Yet there was a nurse on scene after Bayless collapsed. Toomer wouldn't explain that. He issued a statement that said in part, "In the event of a health emergency at this independent living community, our practice is to immediately call emergency medical personnel for assistance and to wait with the individual needing attention until such personnel arrives. That is the protocol we followed. As with any incident involving a resident, we will conduct a thorough internal review of this matter, but we have no further comments at this time." Toomer wouldn't give me a copy of the facility's policy. He said the staff is supposed to call for assistance during an emergency, and that's exactly what they did.
We also spoke today with Bayless's daughter. She said she is a nurse and she remains satisfied with the care her mother received at Glenwood Gardens. I'm Kelsey Thomas, 17 News.